Hello and what is going on, lovely people of the internet? It is HOOTMONEY here with another video for you guys today. Today we are going to be going over our favorite stonk, Workhorse, baby. Workhorse Army Ape Centaur gang, rally up, because this one's gonna be a fun video. Now guys, let's just address the elephant in the room off the bat. We're now at a 42% short interest estimated by ORTEX. Now, just yesterday, we were at a 63% short interest, and short interest has increased on the day. Now, how does this happen? How do these estimates get so screwed up? I can't tell you guys, but I know one thing. S3 Partners has some better data than ORTEX because their estimates of short interest percentage of free float was more on target throughout the last few weeks than ORTEX's numbers, clearly, since ORTEX now has a 20% drop in short interest on Workhorse. Anyways, we're going to be discussing that more throughout this video, as it was definitely a huge curveball thrown at us today. If you guys enjoyed these videos, make sure you leave that early like on the video, because liking the video is the #1 thing you can do to help support me on this platform. Now we have a Discord link, and so many of us talk about Workhorse, so download the Discord app if you don't have it already. Use the link in the description or in the pinned comment section. Click that link and join my Discord community. It should say something like HOOTMONEY's community. You press join and just start chatting with the rest of us folk there. We're talking about this short interest. We're talking about the news. So if you don't want to miss a beat, join that Discord community. Anyways, guys, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, before we talk about what exactly is going on with Workhorse, there's this extremely important thing. I can't emphasize it enough. If you pay attention to one thing in this video, let this be the one thing you pay attention to. And this is turning off borrowed shares. So your exchange might have the option to turn off borrowing shares already. If that's the case, go into your settings, turn that off. If that's not the case, and it's usually not the case, if you have Robinhood or some other brokerage, you're gonna have to contact your broker, and you're going to have to request to not allow your shares to be borrowed. Now, you can either email their customer support, which is essentially just throwing your email into a black hole, or you can get on the phone and you can call them yourself and not hang up until they turn this off on your account, which is what I recommend you do. And if you don't do this, short sellers can take your shares from your account and short it. But if you do this, it forces shorts to cover if your share has been borrowed. So let's just say you didn't have this feature turned off. Your exchange lent out your shares to a short seller, and then the short seller sold it. But if you request to turn off allowing your shares to be loaned out, then now your share has to come back to you. So the short seller that borrowed your share has to return your share, and in result, he has to cover. So guys, definitely do this. Call your exchange and get this turned off, as that will help get shorts to cover, and it will help our short squeeze. I also think that there should be this default option that you can switch on and off on your exchange, and they should not be lending out your shares behind your back. And if they are doing this, they should be paying you. If the cost to borrow is 10% and they are loaning out your shares with no permission, then yes, you should be getting that 10% interest rate, not the exchange. Makes no sense. Anyways, let's get on with the video. Alright, so as you guys can see, we started this morning up about 1% in the pre-market, and we got that classic 9:30 a.m. sell-off. Wonder who that could be. 10:15 a.m. we start rallying again. We get up to a high of $15.80, and we've just been teeter-tattering around our new support level, which is about $15.51. So here's another view of our chart on TradingView, and we're looking at the hourly candlesticks, and as you can see, this new support level is around $15.40 to be more precise, and we've just been trying to see some bullish price action. Now, If we zoom in a bit closer, you can see that the wick of this candlestick right here touched that 25 EMA line, that blue line right there, and we saw a nice little bounce. So that's pretty bullish in my opinion, and the fact that we're now holding this $15.50 price level definitely puts some more pressure on short, as just a few days ago, just 2 days ago, we reached lows of $13.80. And most of us held through this because we knew what was coming. We got our 10% up day, and now we're holding. So the fact that we're holding is very, very good. This wasn't just a pump and dump. We didn't just go up 10% and went down 10% the next day. We went up 10% and we did a minor sell-off. We sorted out those paper hands, but most people are holding, and that is a very good thing. And to get a better perspective here, we're going to look at the Fibonacci retracement. And as you guys can see, we have been trading between this 23% level and the 53% level, which kind of matches up to my old support and resistance levels. So the support level that we can see if we're looking at the Fibonacci retracement levels is $15.14 and around $16.40. If you want up to $70 in free stock just for signing up and depositing at least $1, use the links below in the description and pinned comment section to sign up for Public. Public is a stock investing application that is amazing. It's my favorite app to use on iOS. And guys, it's a social media as well. So not only can you buy and sell stocks and invest in stocks, but you can follow people like me, other influencers, celebrities, CEOs, and just see what they're saying and see what stocks they have. So for that reason, I absolutely love Public. Anyways, the link's in the description. You get up to $70 for signing up and depositing at least $1. And with all that being said, that's about it. Let's get right back into the video. Now we're back to that elephant in the room, and that is the exchange reported short interest. So we can see right here, as of yesterday, this was released, but the settlement date was June 15th. So that is a 10-day lag from when the numbers were recorded all the way up to when they were released, which sucks. We hate that, and that is a huge reason why ORTEX has some very inaccurate data. Anyways, on June 15th, there was a short percentage of free float of 35.44%. And with the increased shorting that we have seen since then, there is a short interest percentage estimate of 41.96% with an increased short interest of 0.12% on the day. Utilization is still at 97.6%, so there is still a few more shares that are available to be shorted. You can see that the shares on loan is estimated to be about 71.68 million. Now, I don't know if this is accurate or not, because if you look over here, the estimated short interest is 48.25 million. So I don't know why there would be 71 million shares on loan if the short interest is only 48 million shares. So again, I'm going to have to keep looking at these numbers to see if ORTEX made a big mistake or not, because perhaps they have the wrong numbers for shares on loan as well. But if they have the right numbers and there's 71 million shares on loan and only 42 million shares that have been shorted, I'm just confused why there is a discrepancy of about 30 million shares that are unaccounted for. If anyone could shine some light on why that would be the case, then feel free to leave a comment below. Anyways, another big statistic is that the average cost to borrow is 10.31%, which is pretty high. And if we keep holding this position, eventually people are going to get sick of paying that cost to borrow price. And if more people are holding and there are less shares available to be shorted, the cost to borrow will end up being a lot higher. So I think we're on the right track in terms of cost to borrow. It's been going up, and there's a max cost to borrow of 14%. And just taking a look at this chart here, you can see what I mean. As of Wednesday, the estimated short interest was 62% on ORTEX. Then as of Thursday, it dropped all the way down to 42%. That's a 20% decrease in estimated short interest percentage. And this is why I hope that S3 Partners accepts my demo to start using their application. Let's hope, because ORTEX just doesn't have amazing data. Clearly they were off by 20%. That is pretty insane in my opinion. All right, so here is the trading signal for the short squeeze type 3 for Workhorse, and the signal return will be available in 13 days. So we still have 13 trading days left on this signal. So if you really are expecting a huge short squeeze and you want to do some YOLO call options, make sure it expires more than 13 trading days away. Sometime towards the end of July would probably be the best option if you did want to buy call options on this, expecting there to be some gamma squeeze, short squeeze. But you know my recommendation, always do shares, as shares is what's going to increase our ownership of this company and increase the potential for a short squeeze. Anyways, guys, just to reiterate how strong this signal is, it was one of their highest conviction short squeeze signals that they have released in the past 2 weeks, and you can see it has a significance level of 94.43%. And this is so much higher than all of these other significance levels. I've looked at all of their short squeeze signals that they have released. This one is the highest. So they have the highest conviction for Workhorse. Keep that in mind. And 72% of the time they have predicted a short squeeze with Workhorse. So this signal is typically pretty accurate for Workhorse. And on top of that, the mean return is 83.78%. That's absolutely ridiculous. They are pricing in a short squeeze up to $30 per share, potentially even higher if we get some gamma squeeze action as well. So I'm still pretty bullish on what is going on. Now, if we take a look at this chart, the most recent short squeeze signal was on June 10th. And the stock was trading at around $17 per share, and it has seen a little bit of a dip since then, but we have been getting back into that range, and we haven't seen short interest go down. We've seen short interest go up, so the squeeze has not yet occurred. Another important thing is that the SEC law was passed against naked short selling. It was approved last night. Someone did some due diligence and found that it was approved, which is awesome. That's great. Naked short sellers will start having to cover their positions, and that is just fantastic for us. Now, taking a look at some of the online sentiment for Workhorse, you can see that we have dropped down in terms of comment volume on Wall Street Bets. We're at a 4% comment volume, and that puts us in the 7th place, right behind AMC. And it really comes to show what happens with these stocks. AMC was the talk of the town for so long, and now AMC is in 6th place. So people are constantly shifting opinion, sentiment. It changes on a daily basis. All it takes is one day for Workhorse to get to the top of this list. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for the video today. I'm very impressed with how Workhorse has been holding up these past few days. The $15.50 support level is a key level to pay attention to, and eventually we are going to raise that. And once we make 18 our support level, I believe we have a great chance of getting this short squeeze to start occurring. It really sucks that ORTEX had the wrong short interest and it updated today. However, we still have the highest short interest percentage on the entire stock market, so I wouldn't be too worried. This is still my highest conviction short squeeze prospect, and I really do think we will see some great things from Workhorse. Obviously, this is not financial advice. I don't recommend you put any more money in than you are willing to lose. And with that being said, that's about it for the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Remember to check out those links in the description and pinned comment section to sign up for my Discord, and also sign up for Public, where you get up to $70 in free stock just for signing up and depositing at least $1. Now, with all that being said, that's about it. Peace.